Welcome to the Gamma Brief. I'm your host, Alex. If you're new here, the Gamma Brief is an experiment. I'm using a layered generative AI pipeline to reliably capture market data, economic events, and structural mechanics, and then turn all of that into accurate, actionable briefings every morning, every evening, and every weekend. If you want to see more of the Gamma Brief in your daily rotation, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to like. As always, this is market intelligence, not financial advice. All right, let's get into it. Monday, March 9th, ES futures are trading at 66.74. The VIX has broken above 32, signaling structural fragility and aggressive repricing. We closed Friday in a fragile state, and overnight shocks have confirmed a breakdown. If selling persists, dealer hedging will pour gasoline on the fire. We are operating in a confirmed negative gamma regime. With the VIX at 32, dealers are net short options. Mechanically, this means they are forced to sell into dips and buy into rallies to hedge their exposure. This amplifies volatility and creates a momentum-driven, trending environment. Expect wide intraday swings and very little mean reversion. The trend forecast points downward with 75% confidence. Spot is trading far below Friday's close at 67.40, breaking through S1 at 67.78 and S2 at 67.24. The call wall acts as distant resistance at 7,000. With an expected move of 138 points, we are in an unanchored zone where traditional support levels give way to dealer acceleration. Before we hear about overnight drivers, let's have a minute to hear from our sponsors. StockActTrades.com, because apparently we need a website to track what our elected officials are buying and selling in the stock market. Stock Act Trades is a free public transparency tool that tracks congressional stock trades in real time, the ones politicians are legally required to disclose under the Stock Act. You can browse every trade, filter by politician, and see exactly what sectors they're piling into right before, coincidentally, major legislation hits those same sectors. Every month, the site publishes detailed analysis reports, top traded stocks, and most active members. No paywall, no subscription, always free. So if you're curious what Nancy Pelosi was buying last quarter, or which senator just loaded up on defensive stocks 2 weeks before a defensive bill vote, Stock Act Trades has you covered. Because transparency isn't optional, it's just overlooked. Check it out at StockActTrades.com. Overnight price action was dominated by a severe geopolitical shock regarding Iran, driving WTI crude oil above $100 per barrel. This stagflationary threat sent ES futures gapping down over 2%. Additionally, a Chinese trade data miss highlighted demand weakness, while the 10-year yield ticked higher to 4.32%. These catalysts have fully transformed the market into a risk-off posture. Today's calendar risk is remarkably low at 1 out of 5, with no major scheduled data releases. However, the true risk today is structural. In the high VIX negative gamma tape, the primary threat is headline risk from the Middle East. Any escalation could trigger rapid algorithmic selling, while a sudden de-escalation could force violent short covering as dealers buy back delta. This is a convexity environment. You must favor directional structures like debit spreads or time-limited verticals. Selling iron condors or naked premium here is playing with fire, as the negative gamma mechanics will crush range-bound strategies. Define your risk and respect the momentum. The regime is highly unstable, biased to the downside, and driven by dealer selling. The trigger today is headline flow and momentum continuation from Friday's support structures. The regime wants to move. Position for a break or stay small. Level set, buys defined, good luck out there. Standard disclaimer applies. This is market intelligence, not financial advice. Derivatives are high risk. Always trade your own plan.